Hello guys, so today in this tutorial we are going to learn about subject and behavior subject. So guys, first of all we have to get knowledge what is subject and behavior subject. So guys, when we use JavaScript, this time we use a library that's called jQuery. So this is subject and behavior subject. It comes from a library that's called RxJS, and when we use jQuery, then this time we are to import or download jQuery link. But this RxJS, this is the library of Angular, and this library comes when we install our Angular project. So this time it's attached with RxJS, so we don't need to install RxJS library. And subject and behavior subject, it comes from RxJS library. So this is the part of RxJS library and it comes automatically. That means when we install our project, it's attached, so we don't need to install separately, just we are to import. So first of all, to show the example of subject and behavior subject, just here I will show what I have done here. So guys, this is the parent one component.html file, and here I have written, this is the h1, inside the h1 tag this is the parent one, and inside here I call app child, this is the child component, and I call the child component selector like app child inside our parent one component, and I will show child component. Here you can see it's also, here I have written child one component. So when I call this child component inside our parent one component, then I can show the data of child component in our parent component. So here you can see now I am in our parent one component. So this is the parent one, and I call the child component inside our parent one. So you can see I can see the data of child component inside our parent component. So in child component you can see I have written child component. So now you can see I can see the view of child component. So now here just I will create a button. So button type button, and just I will write the name is parent one. So that's why you can understand this button is inside our parent one component. And now here in our parent one component.ts file, just here I will create a variable, and the variable name is test. You can write any name of the variable, and the type is string equals to, now I will pass a string value hello, and now I will bind this value to use interpolation. So here just I will bind, so curly braces and test. So let's see the view. So here you can see it's showing a button that's called parent one, and here you can see it's showing the hello. So just I will write this hello inside the h2 tag. So you can see it's showing the value of hello. So now here just I will write a click function. So click equals to, and method name is add. You can write any name of the method, and now I will copy this add method and just here paste. And now if I change the value of test like this dot test, and now the value is creative developer. So that means when I will click this add button, So it will be changed now. So you can see I am changing the value of test variable, that means this test variable, to hello to creative developer. So now save, and in our parent component I will save that. So let's see the view. So first of all it's showing hello, but when I will click the button, so you can see it's changed the value creative developer. And now if I want to change the value in our child component also, so for that, here inside this child component I will write the same variable test is the hello, and from the parent component.html file I will copy this variable and just here I will paste. So you can see the view here is showing hello, and here also showing hello, because inside the child component I had written the variable test string hello, and I call the variable here. So it's showing in our parent component hello and child component hello. But when I will change in our parent components button, it's changing creative developer hello to creative developer, but not changing in our child component. So if I want to change, when I will click the button from our parent component, then it will be changed in our child component also. So this time we use subject or behavior subject. So first of all we will see the example of subject. So here we have to write a service. So here is the service. So guys, if you don't know what is service, so you can watch my previous tutorial also. So service, so I will show you again some overview. So when we create a service, then we need to add this service in our app module.ts file. So here I will open our app module.ts, and you can see first of all inside the providers array I call the test service, because our service name is test service. So I call the test service and also make sure it's import. And now the test service in our parent component.ts file, you can see I import this test service and I create a local variable private test service. This is the variable, and I'm creating the local variable for our test service, that means that this is. And now we can use this test service to access our this service. And now just here I have to import subject. So subject is comes from RxJS library. So RxJS library, it's attached when we install our Angular project, so we don't need to install separately. So here I will write subject, and subject from, just here I have to write RxJS. So you can see it's showing RxJS. And now just here I have to write a variable. So the variable name is, you can write any variable. So the here I will write the variable name is service test, and service test equals to, the syntax is new subject which I import from RxJS. So new subject. So you can see S is the capital of subject. And now here you can write the type of by the angle braces and parenthesis semicolon. So I declare a variable service, the name is service test, and inside this service test I create an object that's called subject object, and subject comes from RxJS library. So when I'm changing the value of test hello to creative developer. So here we can do one thing, like this dot our service name is test service. This is the test service, and I create a variable of test service is called also test service. So this dot this variable dot, so you can see service test, that means inside our test service page, here you can see I create a variable, and this variable I create an object that's called subject. So here dot service test dot next, and inside this next just I will pass the variable. So this dot text variable. So that means guys, like when I'm changing the value of this test variable, here first of all when I'll click the button, it will be change the value of test variable hello to creative developer, and after that I'm sending this variable in our test service file, and inside this service test variable, that means this service test variable. So when I will click the button, then first of all it will be changed the value, and it will be sent the test value, that means creative developer. So I am sending it in our service component where I create service text variable. So next keyword means it's sending next. So guys, so that means now when I'm sending this test variables value in our test service dot service test variable, that means it's updated now as a creative developer. So now in our constructor here, if I write this dot test service dot service test dot subscribe and data, so you can write anything instead of data. So equals to arrow, this is the head arrow function of ES6. ES6 means JavaScript 6, and now I will store the data. Data means which it's updated now. Updated now means here I update test variable to hello to creative developer, and I'm sending this test variables value in our service test variable. So now it's updated as a creative developer, and now I will store this creative developer value in our test variable. So this dot test equals to data. Data means this, because it comes from our service test. So this which value is updated in our service test variable, I store is inside the data parameter, and now I store the data inside our this dot test variable. So in the same way, if I write this, also I will copy the code from here, and I will go to our child component.ts file. So first of all here I have to import our service. So import test service. So first of all I will copy this parent component.ts file, because I have to import. So test service in our child component.ts file, and now just here in the same way I have to create a local variable of our test service. So I will copy from here and here, and now I will copy the subscription from here to child component dot constructor. That means when I am clicking the add button, so it's changed the value of test and is sending in our service page variable, that's called service test. And now this service test variable is updated, and I'm getting the variable in our test variable. And now let's check. So when I will click the parent1 component, so you can see it's changed here and also changed here, because when I am clicking this add button, this constructor execute first. So this, for that we use this in our constructor. And guys, this was the example of service. And what is behavior subject? So this was, sorry guys, this was the example of subject, and now I will show what is the behavior subject. So this is not complicated. So subject, and just here I will write a comma and I will import behavior subject, and here instead of that, here I will write behavior subject. So here behavior subject. So you can see it's showing error, because when I had written here only subject, so inside this parenthesis I did not pass anything. But when I am writing here behavior subject, so inside this parenthesis I have to pass a value. So here I have to pass a string value. So you can pass anything, boolean value, any value, number, anything, but here I am passing string value. So when I am passing string value hello in our service test, then we don't need to write here hello. Just I will remove from here, and inside our child component I remove from here. So let's see. So it's showing hello, but I remove the variable test hello, but it comes from this service test, because here I pass the value hello. So that means guys, the difference between subject and behavior subject, the subject doesn't store a value, but behavior subject store the value. So this is the difference, and both are now same. So just I pass the value in our behavior subject instead of this test variable, and here you can see I remove. So and now all the things is same. So if I click, so you can see it's changed the value immediately. So that's the subject and behavior subject of Angular. So hope guys you understand, and if you have any doubt, then don't forget to comment. So I will give you the quick reply. And hope guys you like this video, so please subscribe and press the notification bell icon to get more videos of Angular.